voters there. Let's bring in Doug Collins, former Georgia Republican congressman and host of the Doug Collins podcast, and David Carlucci, former New York State Democratic senator. Both of you, thank you for joining us today. I'm going to start with Doug here. So obviously we're waiting and watching and seeing if DeSantis is going to get in. Do you think, though, looking at these new Fox News polls out, do you think that waiting is actually hurting him in these polls?
Yes, I think it's very obvious it is hurting, because here's what's happening. It's allowing Donald Trump to be Donald Trump, and he is an excellent campaigner. Donald Trump can relate to people. He knows how to get to throw out messages. He knows his team also knows how to take down opponents. And what's happening here is Donald Trump has a free field here and a really good message. And I've had a lot of friends in Florida and other places. It's working, and this idea that DeSantis is being sort of coy about this, flying around the world saying, well, maybe I'll talk about it later, is really hurting him, because it has no way. He's not fighting back in any form. And also, I think, frankly, it's also for the first time he's had a national vetting. He had a state vetting running for governor, but he's never had a national vetting. And Donald Trump knows how to do that. Yes, it's hurting him waiting like this.
Yeah. David, I want to bring up this favorability poll. I'll read it to you. Amongst Republicans, it shows that Trump is up 11 points over DeSantis. It's clear that the Biden White House would prefer a rematch of 2020, a Trump-Biden rematch. But should they count DeSantis out yet? I mean, is it wise for the Biden camp to be so Trump-focused?
Yeah, I agree. I think, look, President Biden is president because of Donald Trump. And they want to run against Donald Trump again. And I think that will be Biden's clear path to victory. But I think Doug is absolutely right. Look, Donald Trump is attacking Ron DeSantis from the left and the right, if you look at what he's putting out. And Ron DeSantis has gone so far with his attacks against Disney. He's trying to find a boogeyman, or in this case, a boogie mouse. And his endless crusade to fight wokeism is now landing Florida in a major lawsuit where, look, it smells like retaliation. It feels like retaliation. It is retaliation. And Florida taxpayers are going to pay the price. It's all great for them to fight wokeism until they got to open up their checkbook and realize they're paying for this. And that's going to be a real problem for Ron DeSantis.
But let me ask David, Doug, this. Obviously, Trump's legal issues on the outside looks really bad, but it actually really gave him a bump in the polls. So do you see that also working out for DeSantis with this now Disney suing him?
Look, I think the Disney DeSantis thing is frankly running its course, and it's going to now drag into a non-public. It's not like the issues that Donald Trump has had to deal with the attack from a DA in Manhattan, which he could, which even liberals and conservatives alike say is a very weak, very poorly drawn out case. That actually helped Donald Trump in his case that government was against him. Now, other things may come along against that, but I think this Disney DeSantis issue is really starting to play again into an arena that people are not going to be able to follow. It's not going to be the headline grabber that it currently is. So I think DeSantis is getting close to running a path on the Disney issue.
Yeah, and Nikki Haley actually came out and was inviting Disney to move to South Carolina. DeSantis keeps taking hits after hits after hits from potential competitors in this race. That's got to hurt him, too, because he's not technically a candidate yet. He isn't personally hitting back. Super PACs out there that are supporting him are hitting back. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think more and more I look at this, and I'm beginning to think that Ron DeSantis doesn't even run for president. And if he does, it'll be very short-lived. You see the polls month after month. He's beginning to fade. Donald Trump is locking in that conservative right-wing base. And so where does DeSantis go? He's having real problems trying to, out-Trump Trump. And Trump is securing that base. So I'm believing more and more that Ron DeSantis doesn't even run for president because he's going to have a real problem here. He's going to have a problem from the left, from the right, from Donald Trump, from Nikki Haley. They're all attacking him already. And like you said, he hasn't even formally said he's going to run. And we all know he has to wait till the legislative session is over in Florida for him to really make a move. So it's really problematic for Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, and we haven't even talked about the independents yet. John and I were just talking about that, whether he runs or not. Doug, David, thank you as always.
It's always good to be with you.